Hello, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Coach. Lori Jane Roth here, 25-year veteran IT recruiter, coming to you with another episode of Ask the Coach. This question is from Doug in Houston, Texas. And Doug asks a question that's very common, unfortunately, in this job market. His question is, I'm tired of getting rejected after interviews. What am I doing wrong? So, first, I want to say the good news is you're getting interviews. So, your resume is working and your skills must be in demand. So, that's good. So, the issue is the next phase. Interviewing. So these are the general mistakes that most people make. And if you want anything more tailored, I'm happy to work with you one-on-one for an hour session. So let's get right to it. So the first thing is a lack of deep preparation. I'm not talking about hours, but I'm not also saying that you skim their website and feel like you know the company. No, I want you to dig a little bit deeper, find out who their competitors are, look them up on LinkedIn. Maybe they're posting for events and community things that you know that you could get involved in or at least comment on that. Look at latest press releases. Just go in and just have some basic knowledge of what they do, who their competitors are, and what they're up against right now, and you be their aspirin for their headache. So just make some mental notes in your research so you can recite them back when the opportunity shows up. Okay, so the next thing would be lacking a personal connection. So you want to look up your interviewers on LinkedIn, find out if there's any commonalities. Did I go to school with this person? Did they go to a similar school to mine? Is their background similar to mine? And another really important thing is, do I know anybody that's worked for their company in the past or works there now? That's almost like an invite to get the job. So absolutely, if you know somebody that works there, do not be afraid to name drop. And you can even say it as something as, I know John Smith, he works here in, your IT department and he loves it here. And then that's it. Just let that sit. That's all you have to say. Then they'll say, interesting. I'll have to talk to John later. But so anything that you can build a rapport with your LinkedIn profile is always good. Again, make a mental note, write it down on a piece of paper before you go in. When you write things down, you tend to remember them better. Another thing that I see that comes up a lot is people not really understanding the job. So before your interview, a couple of days before, take the job description, go right next to their bullet points, write where your experience is in each bullet points as a mental rehearsal. So when you're there on the day of, you can easily recall this information because you just wrote it down a couple of days ago. So really get to know the job description and how your experience aligns with their needs. And then you're going to build a story around that. Okay. The other thing that is important is people neglect the soft skills. And let me tell you, that's where the magic happens. So things like eye contact, using their first name, just to address them, repeating part of the question back to them so they know that you understand what's being asked of you. Storytelling. This is where the storytelling comes in. So you want to tell them a short, succinct story and how it relates to the question that they're asking. Okay, that's really important. And not only is it important, but it is memorable. And the other thing that I want to say is that two things in an interview are the most important. The first thing is how you arrive. Are you prepared? How do you address them? How do you walk into the room? This is what you're judged in the first 6 seconds upon entering the room or coming onto the video online. The second thing would be how you close the interview. Those two things are the most memorable, how you arrive and how you leave. So make sure when you leave, it's not something weak, which is what everybody says. Thank you for your time. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any other questions, you're going to say something a little different. I'm just going to recommend something, but if you can do something else that's a little bit more memorable, that's good too. I might say something like, I know we just met, but based on everything you know about me, how do you feel I'd fit in with the team? And then say nothing else, go silent, let them think about it. You want to leave on a positive note. Hopefully, they'll say, we think you'd fit in great here. Excellent. So now you've fed them some positive feedback, and you've gotten some positive feedback. So that's one way to leave strong. So if this resonates with you, drop a question below. I would love the opportunity to answer your question in one of my upcoming episodes of Ask the Coach, and your question helps others. So please, by all means, ask the question, drop it in comments, and I will get back to you. And if you're out of work, for any length of time, you definitely need to go to my Insider Hiring Secrets Made Public, How to Land a Job Faster. It's here on YouTube. I'll put the link down below. So check that out. It's all free. So if you need it, great. If you don't, pass it on to someone that you think might need that. So, and for a deeper one-on-one session with me, I will drop the link in that as well. I'm keeping the prices very reasonable to help as many people as possible. So I hope this helped, and join us next week for Ask the Coach with Lori Jane. Thank you.